Hi guys, and welcome to the stream. So as promised, we are going to start streaming some of our retro games. I've got Motorstorm Arctic Edge up on the screen at the moment, and we are going to be playing. Well, that sounds okay to me. I think we're up and running, guys. I think we are up and running. Right, so I'm just going to try and have a look at where I see the viewer activity. Yeah. Where do I see this? Have I got to bring up like another window of the stream, maybe? Apologies about this, guys. This is the... This has been something I needed to sort of troubleshoot, and so I'm finding my feet with all of this stuff really. I'm just going to jump into my stream. Right, where do I see this? Right, view my channel. Here we go, and then there we are. We're live. So I'm finding my feet with all of this. There we go. So now I can see what's going on in the stream. Right, so I've turned music off because I do not want to be hit with a copyright strike or anything like that. I've got the G9 up and running with Arctic Edge. On my middle screen on the G9, we've got my YouTube stream actually running to the left, and we've got OBS, which I'm just starting to learn how all this stuff works. But yeah, let's jump into a recreation. Let's just do a quick recreation. So let's have a look. What should we go with? Let's go with Northern Face. Let's go with the bike. So we are in 4K, so we're in UHD 4K, whatever you like to call it. We've got what would you call it, scan lines on, because you can do all of that stuff on the PC. Now I picked this game up, I think it was, when was it, last Monday or the week before, 2 weeks ago on PSP. And yeah, I mean, I've played it on PSP as well, but I thought I'd bring it up on the emulator and get to grips with how things look. So I don't know, we might see some frame drops. Right, why is it not going in? Okay, we've got to select a ghost, it seems. New ghost selected. No. Right, we just want to play. There we go. Right, okay. I think I've got it. So we're just doing, I guess what you'd call a time trial. So it's looking a bit dark, to be honest. I'm not sure whether this is a PCSX thing. I might have a play around with the scan lines, because I know scan lines can mess things up a little bit. And make things a little bit darker and a little bit more muddier. Oh my days! Yeah, we're not doing very well. So I'm using my original Xbox 360 controller with a wireless adapter on the PC, and as I said, we're running in 4K. So my PC consists of a 4080, and honestly, I've hardly used this since I built it, and I had all the parts 2 years ago. So this rig now is like 2 years old. I had all the parts, and then I had the vision problems that I've mentioned before, and I kind of went blind in my left eye for a week, and stupidly didn't tell anybody, thinking this is just going to get better. It's probably eye strain from too much work. Seriously, don't do that. If something happens to your eyes, get straight to A&E. Don't do what I did. I mean, luckily I didn't do any. Well, there is permanent damage there, but I can see. I mean, I've got my reading specs on as we're playing this game. Oh my days! See, this is the problem, right? I'm looking at the screen that I'm streaming, and I forget that that's not what I'm controlling. But yeah, I lost sight in that eye, and I ended up having to have a year-long battle with this condition called uveitis. But it meant I couldn't build my PC. So I had all the parts ready, and I didn't get round to building it until autumn 24. Right, I think I can see a couple of people online watching me. Could you guys just pop a comment in? I just want to see how everything looks, and yeah, it'd be nice to know who's watching as well, really. So most of my streaming so far has been on the PS5. So we bought the Samsung mic down, and I want to start getting a schedule to play some more of these retro games, because I've got a massive list of games that I want to play. Obviously, the Motorstorm games. I'm going to try and get a PS3 emulator up. I think that may be one of the best ways to play PS3 games, even, because you're going to get frame rate boosts just as long as the game isn't locked, and you can upscale them all the way to 4K like we're doing here with the PS2. And honestly, this looks like a PS3 game, right? This is a PS2 game launched. It didn't actually launch on the PS3 because I've done it again. It didn't actually launch on the PS3 because it was a PSP exclusive, and they would have literally had to rewrite the entire game in order for it to look any good on the PS3. So it was okay to do it on the PS2 because the architecture of the PSP and the PS2 apparently were similar enough to not have to recreate the entire game. Now, it's not the PSP game that we're playing on PS2. It's the it's the same game. It just has different textures, right? So they've been able to update the textures on the game, and this is why it looks a lot better. So, but yeah, this could pass for a PS3 game upscaled. So, I mean, PC emulation has come on in strides since I first dabbled with it. So I think I dabbled with PS1 emulators, so the original PCSX back in, gosh, I want to say early noughties, 2001, and I still actually have in my backup files the original game, and I'd actually ripped a lot of my original PlayStation 1 games. Man, I'm not doing too well on that corner. Right, so I'm just going to pause a minute. So I'm just looking into the chat. So I found the chat window actually, and it says make a goal. So pick a goal, 10 super chats. So what does this mean? So if you go one super chat, yeah, set a timer 30 minutes. Share how you'll collaborate. Okay, so I've never seen all this before, so I can set some sort of a goal for the stream. I mean, I'm not going to do that yet, but at least I can see it, right? So we got enabled on YouTube for the first part of monetization, which was the I think it was 1,000. Was it? No, 3,000 view hours and 500 subs. So I got accepted as a YouTube partner. about 3 weeks ago, and I'm just trying to get to the point where I've got 1,000 subs, because that's the next big milestone to get monetized. But honestly, I'm not really doing this for you know, I'm not naive enough to think that I'm going to make any money doing this, and that's not why I'm doing it. I think I've spent a lot of time when I was a business owner advising people that I know that are really good at games that they should record, even if they don't intend to do anything, because you can do this as a hobby, right? Not everybody has to. We're going to be able to do this for the first time. There we go. That's better. It's okay to do this as a hobby, right? Not everything has to be about making money, right? But you know, it would be nice for it to sort of what's the word? Like recompense for the time I spend doing it, right? Because I could be working right now. I could be working on stuff, earning money. Again, I don't need to. This is why I'm choosing to do this in my spare time. But yeah, so we're 4 off 900 now. So I would probably say by early summer we'll probably be at the 1,000 mark. But we're at this point now where I need to get a bit more serious about being on camera. So I've mentioned before that I wasn't feeling very self-confident, I guess. So I hadn't gone on the camera. So I did what do you call it? Test going live on the PS5 with albeit pixelated camera. Man, I am horrible at that section. Horrible at that section. Right, should we try a different track? Let's try a different track. But man, this looks awesome. Right, yeah, we'll save our best ghost. Yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, this looks really, really good. I'm really pleased with how it looks. I'm pleased with how it's performing. My only worry is if my G9 is going to burn in with all these windows open. So we might need to keep an eye on that. But I'm not going to babysit this thing like I do usually. Right, what did we do just? I don't even know what we did just. Northern Face, right? Let's do Vertigo. And then let's go with the buggy. There we go. Right. There we go. So we should have some opponents bothering us on this one. So yeah, I can see we are at 896 subs. That's a bit brighter this level. Got some big bullies on the screen trying to cause us some bother. Oh, I remember this one. I remember this one. I think this is the level that I'm... Look at that sunset. This is... I mean, the graphics are amazing on this. Look at this. This is insane. Man, I do love Motorstorm. This looks really, really nice. Yeah, it's definitely a bit brighter this this course. I might just have a quick test with, if I can remember. Oh, hang on a minute, what have I pressed now? I thought it was like F8, right? No, F9. Have I got to get that in focus maybe? Oh, there we go. Can't see what I'm doing here. Oh, there we go, F7. So these are the scan lines, right? You can either have this one, which looks a bit funky on the stream, So let's go without any scan lines. See how we get on. Yeah, it's definitely brightened the screen up a lot. So I think maybe because we're at 4K, you know, we don't need scan lines. I kind of feel the screen might be a bit stretched as well. Maybe we're in widescreen, I think, because that buggy looks a bit flat. But yeah, I think because it's oh, we're in trouble. Yeah, we're done. Oh dear, oh dearie me. Yeah, it definitely looks a lot better. Yeah, this is the track that I'm stuck on the Vita. Right, we're not doing too bad though. 3 of 10. I think this is another one of the limitations that you can only. Oh, look at that sun. This is what I mean. Look how good these graphics are. This is insane. Like you could quite happily. Oh my days! Now I'm in trouble. You could quite happily buy an half decent PC and just play old games. Go and buy your games from CEX for £2, £3, and you wouldn't complete all the games. Right, where are we? 5th. But yeah, if anybody's watching, pop me a comment so I know who you are. Please. But yeah, I'm going to experiment with some of this stuff, like the goals and stuff, and oh, we're dead again. Ooh. But yeah, it's annoying I've had to turn the music off though, because it's gonna complain. I mean, oh no, I'm an idiot. One of the watchers, of course, is me, and the other one is probably me because it's probably on my phone, right? So yeah, we did have 4 on at once though, so you know there is that. There we are. But yeah, I mean this is just a test, right? This is just a first test to see how things are, how things go, and I'll watch it back upstairs later to see what the footage is like. Right, let's do one more lap. Right, what should we do? We do another free play, I think. And then let's do. Let's do that one. Right, what cars can we? Oh yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. That'll do it. So yeah, I think the number of opponents is reduced. Because of obviously the limitations on the PSP, which makes sense. There we are. We do all this stuff as well, looking good. Although we are going to crash into a beam doing that stuff. But yeah, I mean, graphics look really good. I'm dead impressed. I would like to be playing this full screen though, so I don't know. This is sort of where I was saying to the missus that I miss having 3 separate screens, right? And I might have to. Oh my days! I might have to get my my monitor arm sorted so I can put my other 3 monitors so that I can play this full screen in the middle and or even what am I doing? But yeah, I mean, we'll figure it out. Like at the moment, I've no idea how to drive this truck. I've not got any idea on how this audio sounds, how balanced it is. So I'll watch this back and see how it looks. But I don't know what it is about when you're emulating these old games. I've been playing them on the PS2, and the plan was to use the Elgato to stream them, but they don't really look that good. No, I like playing games on original hardware. There's just something that is nice using your own, the system's own controls, and plugged into era appropriate TVs and screens and things. Like, I was just watching a guy that was reviewing one of Sony's HD TVs that came out around 2005, and he was saying that, he was saying that you can use them to play like PS1 and PS2 and 5th and 6th gen consoles, but they were really aimed at, or they were much better at like playing a PS3 on them. This is sort of why I've kept my my plasma TVs, because one of them being a 3D TV, and I'd love to play some games in 3D again, and maybe that's something we'll stream. I don't know how that would work, actually streaming in 3D, whether it would like what it would do. I guess the image would just be a bit screwed, right? And I mean, that is an interesting thing. Like, how would it look? I mean, my TV's an active one, so I'm assuming if you were streaming it in 3D, you'd just see. I don't even think it would work. I don't think you'd get a signal out. But yeah, this looks really good. I'm really pleased at how good it looks, and hopefully we'll get better and better at streaming stuff like this on the PC, and working out what all of this stuff actually means, goals and all this other stuff. But I think we'll leave it there for this evening, guys. So if you did pop by and said hi, thank you very much. We'll be back on in the coming days playing some more Madden, but what we'll do is work into a schedule to start playing certain games, and in the run up to playing, we will do the scheduling when we're on the PC. So I'm not sure what day I'm going to be going live now, but maybe I'm live every day playing Madden, but doing this, I think I might do it maybe once or twice a week, on a Wednesday maybe, and a Friday, and see where we go. And maybe I'll ask you guys, once we get more of an audience, what you want to see me play, whether you want to see certain games looking their best on emulation. But yeah, until then, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you again very soon. Take it easy, and bye for now.